Welcome back to the crew too. Today, friends, it's time for the summit. I've not played this summit just yet. I wanted to jump in for the first time with you guys. This summit is one you're gonna want to do. Now, the reason for this is there is a new vehicle available. This vehicle is one you want to get. You might remember we had the Evo 10 Red Fury Edition pop out not too long ago. Well, this month's car is something I would say pretty special. Live at the summit. Oh, the Italian colors everywhere. So as you can clearly see, the Huracan Performante is available and it looks amazing. I just want to have a look as well at the future ones. So as you can see, oh, the loot digger, that is cool for track. I'm gonna have to try and get that. That's a really good bonus to be able to get. Anywho, carrying on, we've got the Drift Edition for the Ford Mustang. Is it in drift? I don't know if it's actually in drift. And then we've got you, which again, the prizes are rubbish. Flying German, essentially, is probably going to be the next, but it's definitely going to be the next big one. At the end of a month is usually the biggest one, as you can clearly see. Yes, there are a lot of people already trying. 57,000. Fergus has already got it. I'm coming for you. Okay, let's try and get this car. I mean, start to try and get this car. Is this supercars? So hypercar? It's supercars. Okay, I was going to say, I was wondering why there's no LaFerrari available. This is going really badly. I think I made this a drift car. This may be a mistake. I thought this would be a good time to talk about how I feel about the summit thus far. I've got to say I'm really enjoying it. It's bringing me back to the game quite a bit. But when there's a lack of new cars to unlock, I'm kind of struggling to get myself to play it as much. I think I'm still playing it more than I did beforehand. So I think that's something. But ultimately, I didn't even try with the last week's summit. If I was going to buy a Ferrari, it would still honestly be probably the F12 Berlinetta. I love her. She's beautiful. She looks amazing. Yes, I can't get the uterus thing out of my face. It's there. But it still looks beautiful overall. All right, there's nothing ugly about the uterus. Final section. The final 3%. Hit the boost. That was a genuinely awful run. I have not tuned this car well, so it's 280, but I haven't got all my best bits on it. Stock room is full. I've been grinding out. What do I get? What do I get? Give me the points. Give me the points. Give me the points. Give me at least 100k. That's all I need. Oh, this is bullying. But as I said, I'll get back on it. Don't worry. Okay. Next up, we have aerobatics. We have a slalom. You know, I want to do the aerobatics, but I am not using an aerobatics plane. That is mistake number uno. It's spun me in. No. My stunt plane doesn't really have any modifications to it. So this one, the HR3, I believe is available in the two specs, actually. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using this for the sole reason I have extra parts on here that are going to help me increase my bonuses. Where'd the snow come from? It wasn't here a second ago. Again, this is going to be really sloppy. Do you know what? I have to say, especially when it comes to planes. Where am I going? Oh, I'm dipping down. It's a little bit harder to talk with planes than it is cars. I feel like cars, they're somewhat easy. I'm already maxing out the points. Let's go. Boom. I can get these all perfect the second run. Watch me. Watch me. That's the finish already. You give me that long to do that? Jeez, that was really easy, actually. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ah, yes. 121,000. Easy peasy. And even get most of the things properly. You know, I'm so excited to get this performance. Just for the fact that I want to compare it to the standard one. I want to see what it's like. We got an escape. We got a slalom. Oh, God. I don't even know what to do next. I was going to use hypercar, but this car has a nice multiplier that I grinded for a while, which shall give me multiplied points in skill. So this actually may be better than a hypercar right now because I haven't maxed out the hypercars. It seems like this may be one of the best ways to go. So I'm going to do a quick zip around. I love the sound of this thing. It's so... if we could get these in the UK, I would definitely pick one up. I could definitely pick a better car. I could definitely pick a better grip street racing car even. But right now my focus is to use those double points. Wait, do points even count in this? I sure hope they do. Otherwise, I am in trouble. That thing is gaining faster than nobody's business. Objective complete. The objective ain't what I'm trying to complete. That ain't good enough, is it? Does it actually double the points in the yards, or does it double the points afterwards? I actually don't know. Oh, God. What? Oh, dear. it would appear that I have fallen off the track. I still have some time to get back on the track, so it would appear to me that this way is a little bit brutal. 3,000 yards. What are we going to get in terms of points on the summit? What do we got? 41,000. Does it actually count towards the points? I'd have to snow now. Of all times to snow, it snows when I'm... Oh, it's melting now. Perfect. Once again, did a bit of a silly crash. This section is absolutely awful. But we beat Tio to 3,300. We beat Tio. That's all that matters. Now, I might try back the other way a little bit later, but for now, that's good. So, I'd say, to give a tip for those that are new to the summit, you want to be aiming for about, let's say, 100,000 minimum per event. Otherwise, you're going to be a little bit stuck. So I've got 4 days left to get 1.1 million. So that practically means there's 9 events. Got to complete all of them on 100,000 to get the 100,000 bonus. To then get an extra 100,000, which means I will then just... Actually, I'll be under still, so I need to get a bit more. But 120 on that for a start is a great idea. Great one. Oh, it's a boat slalom. Well, I'm going to check my boat. I was wondering what the slalom was because, again, it didn't exactly say what it was going to be. This is not my... That's not what I'm using. It is using my correct boat. Here we go, slalom. I'm not really a fan of slaloms, to be completely honest with it. Balls to it! Boat slaloms are the absolute bane of my life. No! Listen, I'm sorry, Meadow. For the next 4 days, you might not see me again. It's time, once more, for me to disappear into my man cave and do this event over and over again until I get it perfect. Come on! Through the middle, objective complete. Not good enough. Finish it. Get it done. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Please turn, please turn, please. Oh, I did it first time. That's me, Pez Member G. I've done it. No, what? That's awful. Awful placement. That's disgusting. Give me the boost. Give me the boost. Give me the boost. I've not even finished the event. Balls and hellfire to it. What? 113,000? I'll take it. I'll take it. Get back to home base. How are we sitting? We're still not... We're on bronze, which takes 1 event to do. All in favor of the... Oh, hang on. What did I put my parts on? I think it was the bike. Surely, all in favor of Black Panther creating his own summit, say aye in the comments. Because I would very much like to... Let's go! Excuse me, boys. You're all too slow.
So, gonna win this one.
I don't have my NOS upgrades on this. It's okay. First time, this will have to do, won't it? Not that I'm doing too shabby. They're already way behind me. And it would appear that they are... I think they were in hypercars, weren't they? They were in hypercars. So they're mixing up the classes again. Boy, those are some dead-ass Tims. What you doing with no dead-ass Tims? You need some spicy boys. You need some Golf Fleurs, if you ask me. The new Velvets. Oh, I got them. Copped them. In it. Chase. Don't be talking like no Stormzy or some other UK fella that chats absolute rubbish all day. This is honestly perfect for bikes. I would not recommend driving so far anything else other than bikes because this is ridiculous. I've not really had to let off or brake, should I say, on most corners. It's just a shame that I don't have all my bits on to make this the best bike it possibly could be. I put them on the GTR, I think, because that's what it needed in the last summit. This game makes me want a bike. I think overall, the 2 games that make me want to drive a bike the most, or ride a bike the most, Drive Club and The Crew 1 and The Crew 2, obviously. Those 2 games, they've done the dirty on me. They made me want to try some crazy-ass bike. I don't know, man. What are we going to get for the prize? 113. Not too bad. Ooh, Rallycross is another class that I really need to work on. I'm slacking. We'll sort it out. It's probably my favorite thing to do of the off-roading. So why have I got a stupid low-level Focus RS? Excuse me. I still really want a Focus RS. It's on the top of my list for a car that I really want to drive and own. I don't know why. Hatchbacks usually don't do it for me, but after driving the Mini, man, I'm a hatchback fanatic. Is that a thing? I think it's probably a thing. While I can still be a yobbo, I should probably own it before I become a non-yobbo, and I have to grow up. No offense to anyone over the age of 20 that has a Focus RS. You are not a yobbo. You may be. I've never seen a Focus RS drive like a baboon. I've got to say that. It's usually the Golf Rs. Stop it! Ah. It pulls you down to the ground a little bit fast still, but the physics have changed. You can definitely tell. Doing the backflips and stuff, for example, would not have been a thing in the past. You probably just would have gone boop, up and straight. I actually went to Silverstone the other day thanks to my friend to watch some rallycross. I wasn't playing rallycross. It's actually probably my favorite motorsport. I love how quick and snappy it is and how quickly they get to the next heats, and how quickly they move on to the next rounds, and how quickly they spin out. It's like NASCAR, but with a bit more purpose. I now have insulted many Americans. NASCAR on this game. That needs to be the next one. 73. Hello, Vinino. I have to be using that in a moment. Which is a hypercar, isn't it? Yes! Once again, I will have no good parts for... I need to grind out hypercar next. I feel like hypercar is one of the easiest ones to grind out because you get so many parts at the end of some of these events, and honestly, they're probably one of the most some of the most fun events on the game. So that's what we're going to grind out next. But for now, we're blitzing down the road in the Carbon Run. I feel like this might be a bit of a cruise event, though, so I'm just going to sit in the cockpit view and play some Beethoven. What do Bugatti owners listen to? I actually want to meet a Bugatti owner to ask him, what do you listen to? What music do you listen to? Do you listen to classical? This is probably one of the most high-speed events I have done in a while in this game. I'm sat at 270 miles an hour just blitzing down the highway, as you do. I genuinely don't think I have had to slow down at all that whole event. And before the actual first proper car that comes up, it ends the race. 2 minutes 43 seconds. What does that mean, Mr. Summit? Please tell me that's over 100,000 points, because I would like that very much. Ah, yes, just hump the wall, Chiron. Scrape that car, but don't know what happened there. This is a class I have maxed out, but I don't know if there's any Italian cars that I've tuned to be... I take it back. I am a fool. How did I forget? And I need putting down. Here we go. I just hope I didn't mess up the tuning of this car. I think I might have got it. Yeah. I got the performance on lock. I'm going to wait till my friend gets on later so I can follow his racing line. I forgot how good this thing is. I forgot that it was actually in the game, to be honest with you. I just forgot that they added this as DLC straight after I unlocked the racer-going version, the hypercar version. The road-going version was the words I was looking for. Down, straight. I bet it would sound so good if you could just be a passerby and watch the sounds of these races. We're coming in on the final, boy. Let's get it done. This is such a weird section right here. I kind of want to learn to do this flat out. It's probably totally possible. Here we go against the wall. I want to hear those echoes, boy. Cheeky first place. Give me over 1,000 points. Yes, 116. We are piling up, my friends. There's only one event left to complete, and then overall, we have to redo 1, 2, 3 events to get into the top percentage. I say that's pretty good for a first run. Oh no, my Veneno isn't maxed out. That's got to be sorted. I guess I also completed a contractual skill. Anyway, let's get this thing to the 320. Doesn't really matter what parts I'm going on for because, again, first run, baseline run. Just give me the speed that I need. Make sure I've reset my pro settings because I do remember making this front-wheel drive. I swear I just saw in a bath. Yes, there isn't a bath among these. Yes, I have. Some of these events are really cool that they're mixing it up. For example, there's Formula 1 on the streets, which is just amazing. By the way, I'm waiting for the F1 YouTubers to cover that. But this, I'm not really sure it works, to be honest with you. They're not going to keep up, are they? They're going to do a terrible job. I also realized I have the worst possible... Oh, that was a shortcut, wasn't it? Balls to it. I know this event is on the PvP. I don't think I've played it other than the PvP, to be honest with you. Ah, there's a shortcut, and then there's a jump, right? There she is, just as I said. But yes, this is not the best color that I've ever seen on a Veneno. Not that I've ever seen a Veneno in person, to be completely honest with you. But in terms of games, I've seen a lot better than that. This is basically GTA YouTuber. It's not even GTA YouTuber, it's GTA player. This is disgraceful. I'm just bullying my own car creations. Hey, I made it to be bad. That's the excuse. Let's see if I can remember where the shortcut is this time. I'm not very good at remembering where shortcuts should be. I often forget. There it is. This is shortcut, correct? No, it's not! Here's the finish. This is awful. What? I swear there's a shortcut there! How did I forget? I mean, how did I mess up? There was definitely a shortcut there on an event similar to this. I swear it was this event. 89! That's awful. It would have been over 100 if I had not messed up on that corner. Overall, that was a very sloppy event. But that does mean we are now done with all of them. That is a lot of room to make up the differences. Because, again, ultimately, I can redo all these events and I can better all of them. This one especially on the Escape. We've got the Ferrari event that could do better as well. I've got better parts to use. The Veneno, definitely. Touring car, definitely. Hypercar, I think that was pretty good. Rallycross needs upgrades. Street Race, and again, I think we can do better. So we have a lot of room for improvement. So anyway, I will see you at the end of the summit when we get the prize. Again, just to let you know that it ends on the next Wednesday. So you have until then to get it. And then if you don't, it's gone forever. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you're new, and let me know what you think of these longer videos when the summit comes out that I want to do. Maybe I'll start doing them more often. Until next time, peace.